Alright, yo, what is up, guys? Rise here, bringing you basically a complete ebook defensive guide, and this is going to be out of the Dallas Cowboys Defensive Playbook. Now, I know there is a bunch of defenses out there that have already been released, whether they're solo plays uploaded to YouTube or just regular paid-for ebooks, such as Young Kiv's. Personally, I have friends with Young Kiv's ebook. I have all of his blitzes and all of the blitzes in his ebook, including the Ginobili's and everything. And I personally run this defense way over it. A lot of my friends think the same thing, and I just think it's way better defense. Now I know there is 4-4 split in Young Kiv's defensive ebook that's supposedly like the best run D in the game. But I've witnessed games between like Rose Bowl, who runs Young Kiv's defense, and Problem, who runs like a ton of run plays out of the Broncos playbook, and Problem runs all over it the entire game, even though it's the best run D in the game, 4-4 split. So I mean, honestly, if you really care about 4-4 split that much, I guess you can run Kiv's, or just the Buffalo Bills playbook in general. But yeah, today I'm gonna be showing you guys three plays, which also the three plays does not include QB sneak defense, and it's my version of run defense. But if we find better run D, we'll upload another video. And obviously, if we find more defense out of different playbooks, we'll upload that too. But in my opinion, it's not needed with what we already have. And if we find any screamers, we'll also upload a part 2, part 3, etc. And as patches come out, we'll keep uploading and try to stay active as possible, along with uploading some offensive playbooks as well. But the three defenses we have for you today is 4-6 bear, my bad, 4-6 bear wall stunt, nickel normal buck slant show 2, $3-2-6 cover 3 cloud show 2, and those are the three defenses. So the 4-6 bear wall stunt is a 4-man coverage D run D type defense, and or a 5-man screamer with still really good coverage, and that's the run D. But if, like I said, it's a run D with screamer. If they run the ball, it's a really good run D, and then if you send the 5 screamer, it's pretty hard to pick up. You have to block halfback. It's unslidable. And then if you want to make it a 4-man, it's really good coverage D and pass D. You can defend 5 wide with it, honestly. And then we have our nickel normal buck slant show 2, which is a 6-man blitz. Supposedly if they come out in 5 wide, I guess you can make it a 5-man and it'll still be unslidable and still scream. But it is a 6-man blitz where you have to block 2 extra people to pick it up. So you can do it on 3rd and 4th, like, and 15, like long downs, maybe even 2nd. And you have to block a halfback and a tight end for, say, which makes it really hard for them to complete the ball. First of all, you got to worry about block sheds. Second of all, that leaves you with 3 players, because if you think about it, you have 5 offensive linemen plus the 2 extra people you're blocking to pick it up, which that's 7, plus your QB, that's 8, and that leaves 3 people to throw the ball to or whatever, against 4 people in coverage plus your user, so that's 5 people versus 3, which is basically almost a double team for everybody. And then you have your $3-2-6, which is really good coverage D. You can use it in other scenarios, but yeah, it's just really good coverage D. I guess if they're killing you in 5 wide, you can switch to that. But that's just it. Once in a while, maybe if you're playing someone who doesn't know what they're doing, you can do that if they're just doing random shit. But yeah, excuse my language. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get into the setups. The first blitz, like I said, is 4-6 bear. Also, make sure you adjust your personnel accordingly. But yeah, it's 4-6 bear wall stunt flipped, not like this. It's flipped. Although you can run it like this, but I just prefer it flipped. You can run it either way. And the setup to it is base of line, show blitz, crash defensive line to the middle, blitz, and or like man/zone out the A cornerback. You can blitz him and it becomes a screamer, or you can zone him out and just play really good coverage D and rely on block sheds. And then you can zone/man out the X and Y linebackers, and then adjust DBs accordingly. Sorry, this is my first commentary. I'm kind of nervous, but yeah, we'll get over that. So we'll go ahead and pick the play and show you it. What offense do we want to pick? We'll just go with tray open stick. All right, so. You see the defense now. What you're going to do is this is the guy you're going to be using. So you base a line, show blitz, crash your defensive line middle, which is slant inside, blitz or zone out the A cornerback, and then put this is just like something you can do, like this is what you can look like, but you can also just do like these coverage adjustments, you see, and go over here and like kind of use the middle of the field or get watch the RB. So that's like some of the adjustments you can do. But let's just go ahead and hike the ball. Alright, we'll do it quicker so it'll scream. If you just let it sit, sometimes it doesn't go. But we'll go ahead and show you real quick. Alright, so here's the setup, obviously, like I said. Oh, that time we got the looping. That you don't usually get that animation. Sometimes this cornerback right here will come through the B gap. Sometimes he'll scream around. In practice mode, he usually just like loops through the B gap. But in game, which flips. When my friend gets on tomorrow, I'll probably just add that to the end of this, show you in-game proof. But he usually just screams right around the edge. But in practice mode, everybody knows if you lab, it is very, 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 very fluky. So yeah. Right there, you see the cornerback, and he doesn't stop like that in game. I don't know why he does that. But I'll show you this blitz a couple more times, real quick. Alright, right there, he came right around the edge. I don't know. You guys get the point. In game, you guys will see the difference. It's very, 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 very good. Yeah, like I said, you guys can see. It's just a really good blitz. You can coverage. It's everything. Now, if you want to like make it coverage, you can do this like this, and then just user, and then say they're rolling out. You can just like do that, or put either one of these 4 people in QB spies, and it's just great defense in general. So yeah, that is the 4-6 bear wall stunt. And now let's go ahead. Let's get into the nickel normal buck slant show 2. You guys see the play. I want to see if I can get it out of nickel blitz 2, but I think it's a little bit different. But yeah, because if you can get it out of the buck slant show 2, or the nickel blitz 2, I think that might be better. But I've tried it and it doesn't really work as good. But if I find something else, once again, I'll update the playbook. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go with stick Y fade. So the halfback is already blocking. Let's go and pick the play. I didn't show you guys the what's it called? The personnel, but you guys obviously can figure it out, just the personnel accordingly. Alright, so the setup to this is base and line, pinch your defensive line middle, crash your defensive line middle, shift the linebackers right, globally blitz all linebackers, and I do not know why that linebacker to my right isn't moving over, but yeah, like I said, globally blitz all linebackers, and then what you do is you can stand like right here. But if they're in a set like this, you can go over here, and also you bluff blitz the guy you're using, and then you can adjust your DBs. Like for this set, what I would probably do is I'd put him in a flat. I'd probably streak him, man up him, and do that. Like this is how I'd probably set it up. So if he decides to streak B, you have coverage. If he puts his halfback on a route, you have a good hard flat. If he sends any of these guys deep, you have a good deep blue, and if he does anything like low, you have that. You can also shade underneath, shade inside, anything like that. And then, yeah, the halfback is blocking, by the way. You guys see the halfback is blocking. So now let's show this. Alright, that was a little bit weird. It's still scraying right around, but yeah, we'll go ahead and do this quicker. We'll just do the coverage adjustments. Now, you can also make them with the Y. I'm just clicking on them for no reason. Being pretty stupid but by doing that. But, yeah. Alright, then you can go over here and user. This time, like I said, I'll just show you the blitz this time. It comes in every single time in game. I promise that. I'll show you guys. Will see it tomorrow when I show you guys the what's it called? Oh yeah, I forgot. My bad. I'm not even setting it up right, and it's my own blitz. Jeez, my bad, guys. Shoot. Now in game, this cornerback will be like up here. But for some reason in practice mode, he goes over there. So what you want to do is you want to bring him about this distance away. And that'll make it scream. My bad. That's why it was being weird. There you go. Now you guys see how it came right around. That's my fault. So yeah, it's baseline, pinch the defensive line middle, crash the defensive line middle, shift your linebackers to the right, globally blitz all linebackers, and then you put your guy you're using in a bluff blitz and stand over the line, preferably behind the right guard, but depending on their set, you can go like over here, and then you move this cornerback like about this distance from the line and all the way down, and then adjust your defensive backs accordingly. So let me go ahead and I probably effed up this play, so alright, we'll just hike the ball and throw the ball away, but you guys will see. One sec. We'll just go ahead and run it, set it up very quickly here. Seems like a big setup or a long setup, but it really isn't. And then, like, obviously, since I'm going to be making a lot of adjustments to beat this blitz, you can do that. And we're not even standing where we're supposed to stand, and we still get dual edge, even though he's blocking his halfback. He's blocking 6, or he's blocking, 6, and we're sending 6, and we're getting 2 in. That usually doesn't happen in game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanna make my blitzes seem as good as they can. But no, the halfback will pick up the guy probably on the side, depending on which side he is, and the other one will come in free. That's why you have to block 2 people. So yeah, let's go and run this blitz one more time. Not even gonna bother with the coverage adjustments. But yeah, and then you got block sheds if they do happen to pick it up because you're blitzing so many people. And then we'll go ahead and get into this $326. Also, did I explain what you can use them for? If I didn't already, 4-6 bear wall stunt, you can use that on first and second downs basically every drive, and then like goal line obviously, and then you can use it on third and fourth downs if it's like short distances. And then you have your nickel normal, buck slant show 2 for third and fourth downs if it's pretty long distances, like I'd say probably 10 to 15 or longer obviously. Maybe second down if you get like a crazy sack and the ball just goes way back. And then you got your $326 for 5 wide and other certain scenarios, etc. So now let's go to our dollar, which is cover 3 cloud show 2. And then let's just go against like 5 wide. Alright. So, what you do is you base a line, pinch the defensive line, man a line, shade your coverage accordingly. I'm just going to shade underneath for this play, and you can spy whatever player you want on the defensive line. I personally prefer the right of screen defensive end. If they decide to roll out, you can spy them. But until they show you that you need to spy the defensive end, I just leave them because pass rush and block sheds are crazy this year. So I leave them on a blitz because you'll get pressure even though you're only setting 3. And then, yeah, that's the setups. Now you can adjust accordingly. This is verticals. So if they're running something like verticals, what you can do is you can take this guy, I guess, and man him up because that Y is going to be a drag. Then you can go and use your Shane Ray and hike the ball. Go and use your A. See, block shit right away. Now, that is Von Miller, but still. So yeah, once again, baseline, pitch the D-line, man a line, shade your coverage, spy your defensive end to if you think it's necessary, and then make your necessary coverage adjustments. So yeah, right here, bang. Once again, everything is just locked up, everything, and then you get block sheds. That is the point where they might start rolling out. So once again, you can just decide to spy this guy, and yeah. And then, yeah, I'll show you one more time. And then I'll go ahead and cut this video up, and when my friend wakes up tomorrow, we'll go ahead and add some in-game segments from some Ultimate Team in there and show you, once again, these blitzes to show you what they are like in-game, because once again, practice mode is a little bit weird. So yeah, make sure you guys give me feedback on how you feel about all of this defense, man. Put a lot of time into labbing, spent many hours myself here. And my other member, a part of this team, Madden Genesis, is K Dizzle. Shout out to him. Big things from us coming in the future. We're currently sophomores in high school. This is personally my second year of Madden. I just started to get pretty good at the beginning of last year. But this year, I'm really just going to plan on getting better at finding stuff. And then hopefully, by the time I'm 18 years old, I can start competing in some Madden tournament challenges. Also, make sure to check the description of this video for our Twitch channels. Yeah, that's really been it. Well, I guess I'll see you in the next little part of this video of in-game. But yes, till then, it's been your boy Ryza, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.